Welcome back, folks. We find ourselves we've warped into a very big area. It's only a level 2 area though. I might go to this level 6 area. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many things. Oh, we picked up a level. One more level and we get master scavenging. Very exciting. All right. So in a moment we're going to explore this sector, but I want to get on Discord Laious, the developer. So let's do that. Excellent. Mate, thank you very much for coming on to chat with me about Star Valor and your experience as being an indie dev. Where are you from, by the way? It's pretty late over there, isn't it? If you don't mind.
Yeah, it's... well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. You know, I'm a big fan of your
Thanks,
of your
mate.
Streaming, of everything.
Make me blush.
Right, yeah, it's actually midnight here, 20 midnight and 25.
Well, thanks for waiting up so late to come on stream with us.
No, that's fine. I'm used to it. I usually work up until 2 or 3 in the morning, so that's totally
wow.
fine.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, pleasure, mate. That's actually what I was going to ask. Is like, what's the indie development experience been like for you? Do you do this full time, or have you been working on the job and doing it in the spare time, or?
No, I'm on it full time for the last 16 years actually.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, right after graduate, I started a company with a friend, and we developed a game, a soccer game. Oh, Brazil soccer. So we actually developed a soccer management game, and
fun.
Then 4 or 5 years later, that ended. So I started freelancing, and so, but always in game development. So
fantastic.
And then 2016 I started working at Star Valor. So, but I actually started as an actual indie developer when I started developing Star Valor. So it's pretty much 6 years that I've been living entirely off it.
And that's a solo project, Star Valor isn't it?
Yeah, it's a solo project there.
I think you've worked with some people a little bit on like ship design and stuff though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a solo project, but I had a lot of many people, mainly my friend who is a developer he's actually a modeler, an artist. He made I think it's half the ships in the game.
Oh wow!
So
cool.
yeah, he helps a lot. Yeah, he also writes the lore, which is not entirely in the game. It's the game has just a bit of it, but yeah, I had a lot of help from him, and also the community. I often say that I haven't done the game alone. You know, of course, all the programming.
Well, not to mention you've also had some help designing some of the best content in the game. I believe there's a ship called Hephaestus and a character named ZiggyD. Or something like that.
Yeah, no, totally. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was and it turns out it's a great ship. Not only the looks, but it's also big in the game. Like it's a really popular and strong ship.
Excellent.
Once you know how to unlock it, it's kind of is easy for old players.
Yeah.
So it's just an easy ship and no brainer to try and get it. Yeah.
I'm glad that it's been popular. And I'm not just bragging. It was actually really interesting to kind of get a little insight into your development there. I'm getting murdered by this marauder right now. I gotta run.
Yeah, better run.
Also, I accidentally shot a merchant like a bunch earlier. They didn't turn on me though.
Yeah, that happened.
They didn't. I didn't do enough damage to them for them to turn around and fight me, or maybe they were very timid.
But that happens. You have basic lasers, so.
Oh, I see. I'm being savaged right now. Nice. Well, I can fit one more point defense laser in, so we'll do that.
So as I was saying, I had a lot of help in the community. You asked about the indie life.
Yep.
And I discovered that you need a community, to survive.
Absolutely.
This is really important. not only my Discord and the people who love the game, but also the contacts like yourself, like streamers and I like to join streaming and talk with people. This is really important for me, and
I've
I
seen
think
that through the years. You've always been one of my favorites for always showing up in chat whenever I'm like streaming your game, or
Oh,
when I'm
thank you.
streaming other games too. You just like ask about the other games that I'm streaming, and you seem
Yeah,
to
I mean,
enjoy checking other indie games out, especially.
yeah, that's a thing people ask me, and not only I like to I mean just show my support also because the streamers are you can't sell a game without streamers influencers. So I like to show my support every every now and then. So I think this is really important, and not many devs do it. And also another important thing is that I can spot, I can have a feedback watching streamers playing. Mostly,
Yeah.
it's a fun experience for when I watch the streamers playing for the first time. Yes, they always have something that I never thought before, like or something, some kind of difficulty.
Yeah.
So it's really good, as a feedback
Yeah, I
to
think
watch people
when
playing.
you've been working on a game for so long, you have such an intimate knowledge of it that it can be hard to like step back and kind of look at how
Yeah,
someone else
exactly.
would perceive things. So yeah, I think
Yeah, of course.
I hear that a lot actually. Like watching streamers as a dev is a pretty useful tool just to see someone's like first experiences with the game. You
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
really get to see.
yeah, it's very very good. And even the old time streamers, they kind of forget how it is to be a new player. So there's a point where our beta testers, they can't actually have the new player experience. That's why I love joining even small streamers, just to have a glimpse of how they are feeling with the game. And yeah, that's pretty important. So that's another part of the community that I think really drives the indie business.
So you just hit 1.0 launch, which is
Yeah.
what was it that you felt like you had to get done or get into the game or get the game to a certain point to reach that 1.0 like live launching out of early access status? Because I know you've said that you do plan on continuing to develop the
Yeah,
game more
yeah.
after launch.
That was it was another of those things that I never experienced before. I early access this is a first time for me on
Yeah.
Steam in early access, so I had no idea how it's going to be. Then I wanted to add more things,
Yeah.
but I
Always.
you remember. So, but I ended up focusing on the mechanics that I eventually found that were more important, like having a cool crafting and a fleet system and lots of customizations.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a point where I realized that Star Valor is all about customizations and creating your own story. So I kind of focused on that, and I mostly most of the time I thought that the 2 or 3 years, it wasn't going to be enough. So I was about to launch like a half a year ago, and I kept postponing. So
Yep.
because I also learned that you will never think the game is ready, and
Yeah, well, that's it.
so
There's so much more stuff you want to do always, right? And I think that's like in
yeah,
any
yeah.
art form is it's never done for
Oh yeah,
anyone.
yeah. So there was a point that I said, okay, the game will never be actually finished, because we can do all sorts of stuff. You can add many things in the game. So I decided to, well, it's 4 years. The game it feels completed. It's a complete experience.
Yeah.
Then yeah, so I decided, okay, let me just wrap it up, like a complete experience. The game is can no longer be called early access. And then I'll just keep developing it. I was very anxious about it. Sometimes I used to think that I should stay like two or three more years, like crazy stuff like that. Then no. Then there was a point I said no. Let's just wrap it up and keep developing after, because the game is not early access anymore. It's a complete game.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like you I think realized what is the core strength of this game, which is something I noticed from a very early point, was like the customization and progression in this game is, I think, the biggest strength. And so I think you like realized that and focused on that and got that done. And I mean, like you said, there's always post-launch development you can do. You can do a big expansion for empire management stuff in the future if that's something you want to do. There's always more time.
Yeah, I definitely want. Yeah.
I think launching was a good call.
Oh, thank you. I hope I think it is, because the game has 91% positive reviews.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I was thinking
job
to myself,
on that.
Yeah, it is already great.
Excellent. I'm very happy when I see that on Steam whenever I boot it up. So good.
Thank you, man.
Well deserved.
So I was thinking, well, if I launch, and there is always criticism, bad reviews, and that's a constant. So, but I actually thought it would be worse, because you always think you are doing something not ideal. And it's about yourself, it's about your work. We are very critics of our own work, but in the end, it's the reviews are actually on the contrary, they are even better. They are overwhelmingly positive. That's actually a surprise for me.
That's fantastic. So yeah, now that you move to because the idea of going to launch, moving out of early access is such an unclear thing. Like, a game could be in early access, it could be launched at the same time. It could easily qualify for both. So does that moving to launch 1.0 and moving out of early access, is that like a pretty important moment beyond just like people who would potentially buy the game being like, oh, this is a finished game, but also like I imagine journalists and stuff like that? Did you get some like press coverage or plenty of that sort of thing for moving to launch?
Yes, it was a new thing for me, as I said, and I actually hired a PR company to do this, and they done a great job, like an influencer outreach. They did 2 rounds, and I think they actually contacted, I think you, I don't remember, but yeah, they contacted lots of people.
I already contact you all the time on Discord, so I might have missed it. We already talk so often.
Yeah, no, I actually said, I actually told them that I have a personal connection to you. Then I think they just skipped it, because it was. It's not
like I'm going to take a sponsorship to stream Star Valor when I already know you so well and everything. It would feel weird.
No, but we can do that.
Support your game for free, mate.
Oh, cool. Thank you, man. Then, what was I saying?
Oh, like the press, the press for moving to launch is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, people hear about your game who never heard about it before, and that's also a scary moment too, because that's like a lot of people's first impressions of the game. Then
it is, yeah. Back in early access, I was just I just had I think it was close to 2,000 wish lists, and I had a little community, and I practically just launched the game, and they had little attention, but it was fine for me. It was actually great considering. But then this time I realized I needed something more, because it's a big leap. So I hired the PR company. I talked to a lot of people, and it was much bigger. I think it was in March this year I started my YouTube channel. So to get some more coverage, and it certainly helped. So
Great.
it was a lot more scary.
Yep. Yeah, you're putting yourself out
a
there
lot more, because I honestly, I wasn't know what to expect if the game was just it would just be like another sale, you know, when you do a sale, the sale spikes and you get a few more money and a few more coverage, more visibility, and then it stops, you know. And so I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but it went really well for my experience. We even we are, I think it was double the previous record for top players, you know, the
Oh,
Conquer
great.
players.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah,
that was kind of the next thing I was going to ask about. Like, the concept of success for indie games is such a scalable thing. Like, especially if it's, you know, you're a
Yeah.
solo dev working on a game. Like, everybody measures success differently. Kind of, what was your idea of what would you have considered successful for Star Valor to reach, for you to reach personally, and did you get there? Like, do you consider the game to be a success? Your indie development time over the past 3 years a success?
Yeah, I do, because for me, basically it was to have, uh, you know, I can have a comfortable living, so I can pay the bills and have a little extra. That was
Yep.
pretty much. If I can live if I can live for making Star Valor, for developing Star Valor, then for me it's a success, you know, because I'm already doing what I love, and
Yeah.
I love developing the game. I love playing the game, and especially because I like this kind of games. So if it sells and it's enough for me to make a living out of it, a comfortable living, then for me it's a success. And actually, it is between among indie games. It's if you compare it to the average success of other games, it's actually pretty good. Not only in sales but in reviews and the time players spend to it. You know,
Oh, that's
there
really
are,
good.
if you watch the review, yeah, if you watch the reviews, many players spend 100 or 200 hours in the game, and this is another success for me. You know, another success meter, like you can say, because the game is you get a lot for your money, you know, because that's what the games are about. You can play like big games and for like 15 hours, no,
Yeah, absolutely.
15 or 20 hours, yeah. So if I'm doing a game which is much more cheaper, you can play for 100 hours. I think that's a win there.
That's something I
Based in
love
my
about indie
book.
gaming in general is like games you can drop $25 on and get hundreds of hours out of them easily.
Yeah,
Sandbox
yeah.
indie games like this that
Oh
yeah, the
yeah,
bigger
Sandbox.
devs just
Yeah,
don't touch. I love it.
yeah, that's what I love. I'm all into sandbox games. So I want to do my experience, my do my way of playing, and that's what I try to be in Star Valor as well.
I think what you said about like considering it a success being like a lifestyle business, I think is a pretty aspirational goal for a lot of indie devs. It's also very similar as a streamer too. I think like a lot of streamers aren't
Yeah.
going to become like super famous and rich or anything, but for a lot of us, it's about having a great lifestyle. You know, we get to play
Exactly.
games for a living and live comfortably,
Yeah.
and that's the big goal. And I think it's very similar for
Yeah.
indie devs. There, you can if you can
It
live
is.
comfortably and continue making cool indie games, and you know continue that
Exactly.
lifestyle. That's a great level of success, I think. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you've been there.
Also,
That's really good to hear.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I think the money will come if we don't need a tons of money or to be a millionaire or something. Of course, if it comes, even better. But well,
Of
a
course.
comfortable living, and that's yeah, doing what you love, and that's all it matters.
This genre, this like I call them like freelancer-esque games, but like space sandbox RPGs
Yeah, makes sense.
are interesting little niche that I think not everyone knows about, but a lot of people would love if they kind of like found it, or if they've ever tried a game in that genre, they fall in love with it. Just because of like the freedom and the senses of progression and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Has there been some big games in that area that have been particular inspirations for you in making Star Valor?
Oh yes. I'm kind of old. not old, but I'm 41, and I played a lot of early games like Elite Frontier.
Yep.
It was a really old from Elite series. Not sure any people know it here, and Master of Orion. Which is a bit not that old, but yeah, kind of old actually. These two games drive me the most of my inspirations for Star Valor, but also games like Star Wars, TIE Fighter, pretty old as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the game, and also then more recent ones like Space Pirates and Zombies and
Yep.
Subspace. No, I'm not sure if you are familiar with Subspace.
Not familiar with
Was
Subspace. No, I have
down.
played Space
Yeah,
Pirates and
it's a
Zombies. Yeah.
yeah, it's bad. But Subspace is just a simple multiplayer game, like a top-down, uh, and lots of games like that. But the biggest ones were Master of Orion and Elite,
Yeah.
which are not top-down. But yeah, Elite was really free, open world. It was amazing that it was developed by I'm not sure if it was one guy, but it was pretty ambitious for the time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
but I played a lot of games like that.
you mentioned there was like a quite a lot of it is a bit of an older genre in that regard. Like there is quite a lot of classics that many of them before my time even that I never had a really chance to play. And kind of got into this style of game sort of more recently,
Yeah.
but it's having a little bit of a revival lately, and I think Star Valor is part of that, which is fantastic to see. Oh, I got a star. In
Yeah,
my water.
and yeah. Oh, oh, his is. Oh, it's just a galaxy. Galaxies are pretty simple ships. You can take it.
No, we can, I can take him. Now I'm gonna be even more embarrassed if I don't.
Yeah, don't die in front of me. Also, obviously, I had a lot of inspirations from, all kinds of RPGs. I am a all-time tabletop RPG player. I had my own. I'm not sure if you are familiar. We had PBEM. It's a RPG played by email. No. We had
EBEM
this.
was it?
EBEM, yeah.
EBEM.
It's a RPG played by email. So it's like tabletop, but by email, way back in the day. So I had lots of RPGs. Obviously, played a lot of Diablo, and back in the days, and World of Warcraft. I played many hours of World of Warcraft. So I just added some many RPG things in the game as well.
Yep. Yeah,
which is inevitable.
Yeah, the RPG mechanics and the progression and sense of progression and stuff like that, and the freedom with the ship design stuff has been my favorite aspects of the game for sure. But since Star Valor is proving to be pretty successful for you, what do you think has been like the key to success? If you had to nail down one or a couple things, maybe for the other aspiring indie devs out there, things to focus on, maybe.
I think there are three core things.
Yeah. Okay.
The first is which I'm consider for Star Valor. The first is for any game mostly, but for Star Valor, the first is the game needs the game juice or feeling. It has to feel good to fly the ship.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad to hear you say that. I always say that too. I'm like, you have to make the fundamental physical playing of the game fun. Like the flying around and shooting.
Yes, you have to feel good in the ship,
Yep.
And the movements, the shooting, the sound, the music in the background, the ambience. So this is the game feel. So then you add in the challenges. You have to be looking for something like you have to know what you can get. Like for instance, you can exactly like there you can see the ships that you can buy, and this is a goal. This is one of the things you need to how you can say to yourself, I want this ship, I want that ship, I want to equip my ship better. So this is a challenge. This is a goal actually. and then the challenge to achieve that, which is getting more money or whatever. And so these three things together, if you tie them together, if you have good goals or achievable goals, and with good rewards for that, and with the game feel, with the car mechanics, pleasant car mechanics, then you have a good game. That's so you need to pursue that. I think those three things are the most important. And sorry, I sometimes I forget the words. I'm Brazilian, so my
Yeah,
English
that's,
is not
that's perfect.
great.
No, yeah, absolutely, very clear.
I've been practicing.
I
So,
find
but
myself strongly agreeing with your outlook on this.
yeah, cool, good then.
Yeah, it was
I think these are the three main aspects of game design that you should ask. Of course, the game needs some kind of initial boost. I mean, in visuals and sound. But once the player is in the game, that's the three aspects are the main keys in the game. And of course, if you talk the business itself, like then we get to the things that I was mentioning before, like community and respect to the public, and also you need something that the players relate to when they were young or something like that, or and
Yeah.
this is kind of a game that many players remember their old times playing, like Escape Velocity or Armada. There are many types of games, and it reminds them in Star Valor. So this is something pretty interesting as well. You need to do something that your public, your players, relate to and want to play. That's as simple as that.
I think that's a big one for indie development. I think a lot of successful indie games tap into either it's something that the bigger devs don't touch or don't fulfill, or it's like, remember these things that don't exist anymore. You can get that here. So like for you, I think you're tapping into that. It's an older genre. There were some great classics out there, but there's not a lot like it anymore. And you certainly don't see any big devs making this style of genre typically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
those are the things that
I
people get
don't
really
know.
excited about.
It is, yeah. Some people always. I read some reviews and they say, "Oh, this genre is dead." I'm glad someone is bringing this up again, and well, we have sandbox-based games, but maybe they mostly are going in some different directions. I don't know. I'm not sure, but maybe it's because Star Valor is a bit simpler in visuals that
Yep.
they remind them, they remind them better than the cinematics and the 3D universes. And the thing is, when we were younger, we had much simpler games, and when you have a game simpler in visuals, you make up for the missing parts in your brain, in your imagination.
Yeah.
So I think this is, maybe they relate a bit to that, maybe,
Yeah,
instead
a lot
of
of my
this.
favorite indie games do that really well, where it's like they give you a ton of detail, but not necessarily on the visual side of things. Like I've been playing a lot of RimWorld recently. It's the same, and it's like not an
Oh
overly
yeah.
good-looking game. It's just very simple graphically, but it does give you
Yes,
enough
yeah.
for your imagination to fill in the blanks there, which is
Yeah, fill in the blanks. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
exactly.
word.
Imagination's a bit more
Yeah.
powerful than anything,
Oh
really.
yeah. I'm not sure you. Yeah, it is. It is the most powerful. That's yeah. That's why it's another thing in Star Valor, because you can imagine you being whatever a pirate or a miner or whatever. You create your own story, even if it's only in your head. It's not written in anywhere, but but you are experiencing it. And Ziggy, did you play the back like old consoles like Atari and
I started with Sega Mega Drive was when I started.
Mega
Yeah.
Drive. Yeah, it was a bit before that, before Mega Drive. We had a game called Hero. I'm not sure you
Haven't heard of that one.
played
No.
it. Yeah, Hero is you are just like a stick, and you fly around and doing stuff. There is pretty much no graphics. You know, the entire graphics. It was just dots and pixels. Very simple. But you imagine you were like an actual hero, you know? Yeah. We fill the all the blanks with our imagination. So it's kind of not as much as that, but I think some players relate to that. They can use their imagination a bit in this game, a bit more than they are used to in the modern graphics games, I think.
Yeah, gotcha. I just scooped up an ancient relic and then tried to take on some pirates, but
yeah,
they're firing a lot of missiles at me, and I don't really have the point defense to take them on yet. So I think we might have to come back to those ones. Those little 11 pirates scaring me off.
Did you find a ship graveyard sector?
Is that what this is? No, I don't think it is.
No, that's a normal. Yeah, ship graveyards are special sectors. They also, you haven't, I think.
Yeah, I'm
normally
built
by
for scavenging, so I'd like to find a ship graveyard.
At this point, usually you already find one, at least one.
It's because I'm bad.
Yeah. It's a random generator. Who programmed this thing?
I just realized though I'm level 13 and I didn't kill one of the big bosses yet, because I think it's if you kill it before level 10 you get an achievement. Yeah, damn.
It's Battle Rush. Didn't you pick?
No, I didn't start with Battle Rush. I was like, I'll get that, but I forgot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it happens. I kept distracting you. So
no Battle Rush.
Not your fault.
Battle Rush is a really good perk. It gives you like 20% weapon damage, I think. Yeah, but it's challenge. You have to kill a powerful enemy before level 10, which is challenging.
Yeah, the challenge is finding the Ravager before level 10.
I haven't seen one yet.
That's the big challenge.
So that can be you might, if you really want to get that before level 10, sometimes you might have to go search for it a bunch before you get a chance.
That's one of the perks people usually choose from start, because exactly because of that.
That's probably
there is one thing also. But there is one thing that when you pick this perk, because you don't think you're going to find a Ravager before level 10, what happens? You actually find a Ravager before.
There's one in your starting zone or something.
yeah, exactly. In the starting cluster, there is a boss. So that's how it happens in the game. And I didn't program that. I swear. That's just happened.
Programmed like player combative RNG systems specifically designed to enrage. Sometimes it feels like that in games.
Yeah. So people think that I can actually spawn things in the games.
That's always a
streamers.
Classic. Yeah.
I wish I could, you know. But...
Yeah. So I found an ancient relic. So the relics and the upgrade system's a little different now. You used to. It used to just be the ancient relics, but now you can actually craft upgrade systems, can't you?
Yeah, you can go all the way now. You have an upgrade kit, a green one. You have an improved.
But you want to use them in order, don't you? It seems.
Yeah, you do. It's a lot easier. It's easier to craft the upgrade kits, you know, the green ones. So you can just simply use it, and then once you have something good, you can use the ancient relics.
Yeah, I like that. You can work on your efficiency. Also, this new ship enhancement system is pretty cool too. So you just got these ready for launch. So a bit more progressive than there was in there before. That's cool
this people asked for ship upgrading, you know.
Yeah.
And this is what I did. I didn't want to, you know, just do like the equipment where you just increase the rarity and the ship gets a lot of some stats. And I think this way is much more interesting.
Yeah, well, you already get that sense like you can literally like rip everything out of your ship and replace it with new stuff and change those configurations around a lot. But yeah, now you've also got a system where you can change the ship itself. I even saw that you can you can upgrade the built-in equipment too if you want to, like the Terran.
You can.
So
Yeah, it will stay in the ship. Even if you assign it to your fleet ship, yeah, they will keep the built-in equipment upgraded.
so yeah, this is the
Also the enhancement.
So this is
Yeah, it's a temperamental now. It's a much more powerful
yeah, that's
equipment.
pretty cool.
It,
I haven't really played around with that much yet.
used to have, yeah, you can upgrade your phone. It's going to lower the cost and make it more manageable.
I don't have much energy storage. It doesn't last very long.
11, yeah, but it gives a bit of energy and yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What now that you've kind of got to the launch point, what are your projects for post-launch updates for the game? What are you working on from here?
First, fix a lot of bugs. No, actually,
Always.
there weren't many bugs.
There aren't many bugs. This guy run into any? No bugs.
No, there wasn't many. Yeah, it was.
I don't think I've really ever ran into too many bugs in this game. Only
there are some. Yeah, you should ask Outreds in the chat.
Ooh.
He's Novacat. He's a famous pilot in the game.
Nice.
And the beta testers they see a lot of bugs, but nothing that breaks the game. You know, those are rare.
Yeah,
I think
that's good. Makes life a little easier for you. Oh no.
Yeah, that's a bit. But there were a few bugs in launch, but I already fixed them, and so it's been pretty smooth so far, which is surprising. But yeah,
it's really good.
So after bugs, there will be more bugs, of course. But I am going to I have a few expansions that I want to do. One of them will be probably a DLC, as I mentioned before, which is the station management.
Yeah, so empire building stuff, kind of.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
It was going to be like, it was going to be pretty basic, just. But then it was so requested that I ended up planning to do it as a DLC, something more complex,
That's good. Yeah, that's
then
a cool idea.
Then we have the mega structures, which is bases like dungeons that you can enter with smaller ships. It's for the people who like flying small ships, and of course more things like other you just.
I thought this was a person, so I jettisoned someone out of my ship. But I just realized this is a ship.
I saw that.
I can't see because I'm in a dark sector. And now I bumped
don't
it.
have
I
a
need
light.
to stop it. Yeah, I didn't install.
If you have a cell phone, just turn the flashlight.
Use my cell phone torch. Now I have to get it to a ship.
Point it out the window.
A station somehow. I need to stop it from flying away. So this is another ship, chat. I don't think I have this one. So it looks like a shuttle based on how small it is.
It's a shuttle. It is.
At the very least, I can sell it. I'll put a marker on the map. Oh no, hold on. I'll put it like here. I gotta find a station.
Yeah.
It'll stay there. Okay, good.
It's not
gonna fly away on me, is it?
It will keep flying, but it's very slow. So that's okay. You can.
That's one of my favorite things in this game is finding an abandoned ship. It's such an exciting moment. You're like, oh ship! I didn't know what it was because I couldn't. It's so dark here. I couldn't see it. This guy's smart. He's got a torch.
This can be fun when people discover this the first time, and they think, oh, okay, that's a ship and it's lost. Then they figure out I can tractor beam it. So okay, that's another discovery. And then when you realize, oh, no stations here, I can't. Okay, it's just trash then. Then you discover an item called warp towage array, and you discover you can tractor beam it and tractor beam it out of the system with a warp drive. So,
do you know how I do it? Do you know how I do it? I ram the ship to the station. That's how I do it.
That works as well. That can work. It's usually how people do it.
Good.
The issue is you have collisions enabled, so you have to
I do damage
really
to it.
Careful.
Yeah. Maybe I should get a tractor beam. Here's one. Tractor
it'll
beam.
work. It can work if it's on the system. You can just.
I'll have
push it to the station.
I'll have to take something out though. What should I drop?
Yeah.
I'll drop the shield generator. We won't need that. That'll be fine. We don't have any shields.
Oh, then drop it. Yeah,
No
you
shield
can do
generator,
that.
let's go.
You are kind of fast. You can avoid enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna track beam. I didn't buy a torch, by the way, still. Don't forget the spotlight, chat says.
Yeah, you need
Never
a torch.
spotlight. Always fly around in the dark and ram into asteroids. It's my favorite way
Just
to play.
don't put the torch outside the window because there's no air there. There's no oxygen. It's going to.
I'll just roll down my windows. Why did they put a window winder in my spaceship anyway? Seems like a bad idea.
It's not.
Here it is. Here it is. All right. I don't think I've ever used a tractor beam before, honestly. Do I just fly now and it follows me?
You're about to
Is it gonna? Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Ah!
Careful.
Physics.
No. It's like a rubber band.
This is fine. Hopefully I don't ram anyone else with it.
You can go flying. If you slingshot it, you can't take it back.
Yeah, knowing my luck, I'll miss the station and then I'll have to fly like thousands of kilometers to go get it.
Let's see how Ziggy's aiming. Are you a terrible aiming, Ziggy?
There we go. I put it in the station.
No, that's fine.
We got close enough. So station sucked it up.
There. Nice.
Yay! The other thing I noticed is if you have a big enough ship, you can actually just and eat them and put them in your cargo hold.
Yep.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, it fits in your cargo.
You got some excellent attention to detail in this game. I love it.
Yeah, this is how I like to do things. I like to implement something that works in many ways, not only one.
Yeah, that's good. Lots of ways of solving that problem. So now in the hangar is my ship, the Pfizer. Yeah, it's a cute little shuttle. Oh, look at it.
You can add it to your fleet. Have it heal you,
yeah. So I haven't done that before. Maybe live tutorial
Yeah.
on fleet management. How do I set this up so that so I can fly around?
Do you
with
have
my
a
friend?
pilot for it?
I can get one. Academy. So
Yeah, you can get a pilot.
can it just be
Then
anyone
you can
or?
Ideally you want a pilot and gunner.
Pilot and
So
gunner.
You will not find it. Yeah. So then I'd say
There's a gunner and there's a pilot here.
a pilot will hit better. A gunner will fly better. Like it
Other
will
way
try
around.
to evade and strafe and so bigger choice.
I'll give them a pilot and hopefully they stay alive.
Okay, that's a good choice.
So then what do I do then? Add to fleet?
Just click the Pfizer and add it to fleet. Wait, did you unlock it first?
Unlock it? Oh yeah, I should swap into it for a second. There we go.
Yeah,
spaceship unlocked.
Swap it to unlock.
Yeah, so that's the unlock system. So now that I've done that, folks, next time I start a game, I can start in this ship if I want to, which is really cool.
You can, yeah. It's going to be.
I guess I'm supposed to.
It's a small ship. It's not a bad one, but yeah.
I should probably give it equipment, right, before I add it to my fleet. It doesn't have any weapons.
You can add equipment later. You can add it to ship now.
Like it won't have any weapons, so it won't shoot, right?
Oh no, I'll show you. Just swap back to your ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Swap back to your ship, then you can add it to.
Ah, cool. So you don't have to be in the ship to equip it then.
No, you don't have.
Fleet Commander 2 needed. You have 0.
Click the Pfizer, then add to a fleet, and
I can't yet.
Apollo 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You
Who even made this game?
Fleet Commander.
How do I get the levels in Fleet Commander then?
A couple ways. You can check if there's any co-pilot in the station that has that's what you need. Fleet Commander. You can check if there's a crew and a crewman in the academy. If he has a bonus fleet commander, or you can hire mercenaries.
So mercenaries are like the early way how you do the fleet stuff. Yeah, I see.
There are some ships like syndicate ships. They had a built-in, not built-in, but they have fleet commander bonuses as well.
Well, there's a bunch of mercenaries.
Yeah, the fastest way. Yep, just hire mercenaries, kill a bunch of guys, and you're fine.
So I
the first points are pretty fast to achieve.
Yeah, well, let's see about
I usually. The Triton is a good one. Merc. You can attack the other mercenary.
You make them turn on each other?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my lord. Okay. That's
to
pretty
get the
evil.
points. But if you don't need to make them involved in the fight. You can just kill the others and.
You dropped a light cannon. I mean, there is a boss over here. Do you think my level 10 mercenary
There's a boss there. Yeah.
will take out the boss for me?
It's a level 10. No, that.
no.
I don't think. I don't think that works.
No, definitely not. No, run! Oh, they're doing a pretty good job over there. Maybe I can be a distraction.
Oh, those lasers.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Yeah, maybe, no, it's going to be really fast.
I mean, it's focused on me. I might be able to. Oh no, that's not looking good. Oh, they warped away. Emergency warp.
Yeah.
The end.
The emergency warp.
Okay, sorry guy. Sorry guy. I'm gonna hide over here next
so
to
much
the
for his
station.
first job.
Yeah. Hey, he's still shooting at me. Leave me alone. So rude.
Hey, here's your first job. Kill that Ravager for me.
Kill this boss for me. Well, I used him to betray his friend and got a light cannon. So that's good.
You probably need to kill 1 or 2 ships and.
I'll have to hire some more. Or
points.
I could do the other thing you said. Let's see if there's any. So this one has bonus fleet commander 2, but I needed 2, I think, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that is one. Well, that can help, but you need 2, yes.
Yeah, so not quite enough. All right, so
you will get the.
I'm not ready for a
next
fleet
point.
just yet. Alternatively, I could always sell this for 1,800 gross.
Oh, you can. Your mercenary is waiting. You can call him back.
Wait, he can come back?
Just tell him.
How?
Yeah, there's a button like up there.
Oh, there's an ancient relic. This game's so exciting. It just flew right into me. That was great. So wait, I can call my mercenary back? How do I do that?
Yep. Yeah, he emergency warped, so he's in another sector. You can just click the launch button in the right of besides his name.
Oh, warp in.
Or you can go there. Yeah,
Oh,
there's a warping button.
There they are. My friend's back. So he didn't die, they just warped away. They're perfectly. I didn't get them killed.
They just warped away.
So if I warp, they warp with me, do they?
Yes, they do.
We'll go to a pirate
you
sector.
can leave you can leave them here actually, and go to something else, and you just call them when you need them.
Ah, okay.
Do that as well. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna help protect me from all these pirates that are trying to murder my face right now.
They're silver stars. I'm not sure your merc is ready for them, but
they're doing better than I am, honestly. I think my friend is stronger
bounty
than I am.
missions. Yeah. Just careful not to ram into them because those are maulers. And they will ram you.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite starting ships, the mauler. The ramming damage is
Oh
so
yeah, I
fun.
remember you playing with the mauler. It's fun.
I'm okay. Friend is keeping me alive.
Okay, that one's pretty.
Oh, we've got missiles coming in.
Your merc is not bad actually.
Yeah, he's really good. Okay, I'm running. My mercenary is gonna take him for me. Get him, buddy.
He's going to warp again because he fully healed.
He did it though.
When you,
he did it.
Let's see.
I need to flee now.
We got some cool items there.
Whoa. I'm gonna lose him in the asteroid field.
Oh no. King Cloak, press 1.
Oh yeah, cloak. I think it was enough. I slipped him. It was enough. I forgot about my cloak. Thank you. Laious saved my life.
It works.
Okay, I'm fleeing. Ah,
yeah, but it wasn't enough time.
That was pretty risky. Okay, I'm going back to the station. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
Risky.
Oh my
But
lord.
you and your mercs are alive.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay.
Did you get did you get any fleet commander?
Let's have a look. Fleet Commander 2, yes.
I wasn't looking actually. Oh,
Was it in this
then
station? It wasn't.
Yeah, you can. It's about to level the.
It was.
So you can actually add that little visor to your fleet.
We'll warp over and do that then. Excellent. So then I'll have a friend I don't have to pay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the good thing about mercs is that they don't cost fleet commander points, but the other ones are free.
I'm really impressed with the AI friends because in a lot of these games they're completely useless when you like hire a hireling, but he's doing better than me. He's doing really well.
Doing good, yeah.
He's doing well.
Some players they when they start using fleets, they just add them to the fleet, and they suck because
They
the
literally
basic
don't have any
ship that has
weapons.
nothing, it has no weapons in just simple gear, and they put something a random crew in there. But once you get to know the game, you know that the fleets, the commanders, they need pilot and gunnery, and all their bonuses apply to the ship. So when you get to know the game, you can build pretty cool small ship fleets.
Yeah, and there's also people asking earlier. There's also like drones and stuff too, so you could play a carrier with drones and
Yeah,
have a big fleet. So this has been expanded a
exactly.
lot since I played last, which is really cool to see. I'm
Yeah,
gonna outfit them
did you
now.
try the carriers?
I have played some drone stuff before, yes, but I haven't played.
Yeah. Yeah, the carrier is something similar to what you're doing now, but they can dock in your ship to repair, and the carrier itself
Oh,
has bonuses to the fleet.
wow.
The carrier increases the fleets by 100 HP just as a base bonus, and then you have the Vangi carrier, which increase their shields, and the COT carrier, which increases the critical chance for your fleet. So there's a lot of cool mechanics
That's so cool.
the in the carrier and fleet stuff, fleet
So,
play thing.
so this like the equipment and the weapons and everything I give them matters almost just as much as it does on your own ship. So that expands the ship
Exactly.
customization out to every ship in your fleet, which is super satisfying.
Yes, yes. It can be really fun. You can build all sorts of different ships for your fleet. You can set repair beans in some,
Ooh,
and
that's a fun idea.
yeah, they just keep flying and healing you, which is pretty handy right from the start. So
Yeah,
it can be
that
a
is a
game
good
changer.
idea.
Yeah, you can have a fleet of mining ships.
Do they actually
So
mine
the
for you?
mining ships, yeah. There's a mining role in the ships. You will see up
Oh,
there
wow,
their
cool.
behavior. I'll show you. Yeah, there the configure behavior. You can
Oh,
there's a yeah they have healing, damaging, and repair
oh,
role.
wow,
You have
that's
to
so
go
cool.
to yeah.
Tactics, strafe and fire,
Yeah,
hit and
in
run. Ah,
Yeah, how mining role works is if you leave them at the asteroid field, they will keep mining until they have no asteroids left. So you can do whatever you want in the sector. You can go exploring and killing and whatever you need to do while they keep their mining.
yeah.
They stay there mining, and you go there and collect the loot. Now they won't. Your fleet ships will not collect loot, but that's about to be added later.
Ah, that's so cool. Um,
Yeah, lots
let's
of
go with
cool
that.
little things you can do. People have done all sorts of fleets, in the game.
Oh, I'm at my
And
mercenary. Run, the boss is there. What happens when
yeah,
your ships in your fleet die? They die, they get exploded, and they cease to
yeah,
exist.
when they actually explode, and when they can't warp away. In fact, you need to add a warp drive to Paula.
Oh, right.
When they actually explode, they all it's left is an escape pod with with the pilot, the commander.
I think we can
May
take him
change,
here.
but for now. Oh yeah, he's using the
They're doing. Yeah, I put them on hit and run.
hit
Oh
hit
my
and run
god.
tactic.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go repair.
it's actually good to ooh,
We're using small
Ravager.
ship tactics to take on a bigger ship, which is really fun. So they're like playing
Yeah,
very evasively.
yeah,
Woo.
exactly.
Okay. Oh, they came in repaired as well. Cool. Well, it cost me a bunch of
By
money.
default, they when you dock, they dock as well. That's the default
Ah.
option which you can change, which you can uncheck.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You can just launch. Yeah, you can just launch them like in the launch all buttons or like that.
Paula needs to regen those
You can
shields.
take that.
I think we can take him.
He's yeah. He has a charging laser which uses flux.
Oh, oh, that's that.
Charging
Oh
lasers, the
no!
red. Yeah, the red lasers there.
Yeah, that one
They're
that just
not.
exploded
Oh,
me. Yeah, that's
oh,
that charging laser that uses flux. Oh, interesting. Fascinating.
yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so much
I have
fun.
a bit of a delay here, so I'm not watching exactly in the live moment. It was weird. So yeah, that's a big laser. So if it wasn't for that, you would be alive.
We will revert to the last saved game. Thankfully, I'm not playing on permadeath.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Which was just here before we fought them, I believe. So that's good. I'm definitely gonna mess around with it. I'll take a bit more time to outfit them, and then maybe we can take the boss out. Laious, that's that's so cool, mate. That's really. Thanks for walking me through the fleet stuff too. Actually, that's great.
Oh yeah, no, my pleasure, man. Yeah,
I'll let you head off so you can relax and go to your bed at your leisure. But thank you very much. No, congratulations for hitting 1.0 on launch. Fantastic stuff.
Thank you. Really glad to be here. Thank you for the invite, and I love your channel. And once again, thank you for the support with the game. And it was actually pretty fun to be here, and also kind of escape from all the emails and.
I imagine you've been quite busy.
My inbox exploded.
We'll design some more content for your game sometime, maybe.
Oh yeah, we have to do Amy.
Yeah, we're gonna put Amy in the game too, so we can have a little Ziggy and Amy combo pair of pilots.
As soon as I need to add the set bonuses.
Ooh,
the
that's
crew
fun.
set.
We're gonna have a little power couple in game. How fun's that?
So yeah, exactly. So more content.
Alrighty, mate. I'll see you later. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yay! Thanks, Laious. That was awesome. That was very good to have a chat with them. It's like 1 a.m. over there. I very much appreciate Laious coming on so late to have a chat with us there. Hopefully you enjoy it. Laious is super cool, right? Absolutely. This Ravager is so scary. Leave me alone, Ravager.